The last couple of weeks have been, they've been full to say the least. Lots of road trips. You know, first we did the weekend in Saskatchewan, and then right away, felt like 2 days later we're on a bus up to Kamloops. You know, road trips in Canada West are hard because you get to your destination, you maybe have 12 hours, and before you know it, you're playing a game, and then you quickly, you know, shuttle off to the next venue, and then it feels like the next 12 hours you're playing the second game. And it's like that for every team, but you know, to go back-to-back weekends of on the road and play 4 games away from home, it was nice coming home after our Kamloops Kelowna weekend. And you know, in the kind of later stages of the regular season, just begin to see maybe if we can put all the pieces together and have those complete performances.
So our women's soccer team has one of the most simple athletic performance profiles. So we look at their vertical jump using our force plates. We're looking at their 10 and 20 meter sprint. So we're looking at their speed. And then we're also looking at their fitness. So we've done various fitness tests over the years, whether that be 120s, yo-yo, 7-lap test, 300s. They've kind of faded in and out, especially with the COVID year. We were kind of trying some new stuff. But the one that kind of sticks through now is our yo-yo test. But my main thing is to make sure that, are they jumping higher, which means they're producing more force? Are they running faster, which hopefully translates onto the pitch? And then are they fit? Because obviously soccer is determined by fitness. You know, often who's fitter will have a better chance of success. And so I want to make sure that our athletes are as fit as they can be to handle the demands of the sport, reduce injury risk, and hopefully put a W on the board at the end of the night. So Charis, it's actually kind of funny. So I started working with Charis probably 2 years ago. She's someone who is really keen. She really likes to work out. She likes to train hard. And she is also very attentive to what I'm saying.
Charis is an awesome sister. I feel like she's been really competitive for basically her whole life, and it's been really cool getting to see her play for Trinity because I know it's been one of her biggest dreams.
Going into the season, I'm honestly not really sure what I was expecting. I'd been told to come into preseason as fit and ready to go as I could, which I worked really hard over the summer to be the best soccer player version of myself that I could be.
And probably grade 12, you know, her final year in youth, just constantly heard from other coaches that coached against her coach, her youth coach that just said, man, is she making great strides and becoming the impact player that I think so far she's been for our program.
And being able to play in Canada West games so far has been like such an incredible experience. It's so fun to be out on the field and playing with people on the team that are so good, and just playing with like older girls like Sierra and Anna and Hannah, just like seeing how committed and dedicated they are to being there for the team and putting everything on the line for the team is just so encouraging to all the younger players. We look up to them so much, and just seeing what they do on the field, I think really inspires us to know that every time we get on the field, it's an opportunity. And every time we get on the field, the expectation is that you're doing everything that you're doing for your team.
Hannah Miller she's awesome. I've been working with Hannah for the last 4 years. She's somebody who is a huge team player. She's someone who really drives the culture in Sparta. She's always on girls, she's encouraging girls, she's making sure they're coming to lift, and she's just a really strong leader.
When I came here my first year, I was a second string keeper. I kind of came in knowing I wasn't really going to play, which I was totally fine with, but I learned so much from watching and just being a part of the team that I don't think I would have learned if I played right away, so that was really important to me.
Credit to Hannah. I was pretty clear with her, Hannah, I see you being our number 2 long term. I don't see you beating out the player that was coming in at the same time. And if you had told me at the very beginning of that recruiting process she'd be one of the better keepers in the league, that would happen for a good stretch of her career, I'm not sure I would have bought into that. Yeah, I remember one summer night driving. I was in Manitoba visiting family, and I remember reaching out to Hannah. I just had a sense that I needed to touch base with her, and had a free hour down this Manitoba highway, and so she said yes, and I just got on the phone with her and I said, Hannah, I just want to challenge you. I think you've got leadership in you.
So Graham phoned me when he was in Winnipeg, and we had this like really long conversation that kind of sparked something in me. I work with our small leadership group, as well as I stand beside Anna and Sierra to lead this team. I help a lot with our community service, such as Burnaby Girls, Edmonds community, soccer camps, RAN, Mission. I really like to do it. I love seeing people smile, and people that come from obviously places where I haven't come from, like having soccer every day and going to club soccer and all that stuff. So seeing the difference that we can make in their everyday life, like just kicking a ball around, brings such joy to them, and that's something that I can help, and I can kind of make a difference in our community. This team is basically my family, my sisters, 30 plus best friends. That's through soccer or school. They always have my back, and I know will fight for me no matter what. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3! This past weekend, we played Calgary Dinos to start. We went down in the first, I would say, 5 seconds, felt like, but I'm proud of how we reacted to that. We played like really well in the second half, and I would say we dominated that game and really responded well to kind of starting off flat-footed. We played UNBC next. It was definitely a harder game to get through, but again, we had about 90% of the possession, and I'm really proud of all the effort and work they put into that game. We're super excited for what's next and always ready to put the right foot forward.